Hey guys, J-Man here. Let's talk about Transformers Shattered Glass 2, issue 2. Wow. As you know, on this series, I'm not reviewing these comics. This is a 10 anyways, even if I was going to review it. Two of my favorite characters of all time, and actually my favorite character, which is Blaster. Also Twin Cast. I think Twin Cast might be kind of my favorite out of the two versions. I love this version. This is going on the list to buy the toy of. Definitely need this figure of Blaster in his shattered glass look. This was awesome. Continuing on, shows you a little bit what happened here. Ultra Magnus turned on Prime here, and Ultra Magnus looks like he's going to be the main baddie going forward in the next few issues. Of course, Blaster is here. We saw Blaster in Shattered Glass Part 1. Slicer, Rodimus, who's also one of my favorite characters of all time. He does have the goatee, so they got my memo. I sent them a memo saying, please make sure you put goatees on these Mirror Universe villains. Come on. And Soundwave, of course, was a good guy here. Get a good backstory here with Blaster. He's a very interesting character. He plays everything as though it's like a musical performance. Like he talks about like his roadies and like as though it's like he's performing while he's doing his missions, and he needs to extract some information and then destroy sound. So he needs to get, so Soundwave is like broadcasting stuff, so he needs to get Soundwave's files and information, everything he's been broadcasting, and then he needs to destroy it all. So those are his two objectives, and we'll see what happens. But a little bit of him doing some missions here. Here's Rodimus, Evil Rodimus. Looks really interesting with the black here and the purple. Very cool. And there's Slicer, who is really just Wheeljack, but I guess they're not calling him that. Maybe let me know in the comments like what happened with that. Slicer is giving him a second chance because Blaster failed to kill Starscream and Megatron in the previous series, and they're kind of pissed at him. Now, Rodimus is just a complete piece of garbage and hates everybody and wants to kill him. And they're like, let's give him a second chance. All right. So give him a second chance to go extract information. There's his tapes. Now, he lost, I believe he lost Rewind in the last one. So the colors are completely throwing me off here. So there was a red cassette tape, and I think that was Rewind. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Blasters is going off to his mission. There's Megatron and Jetfire, who are talking about whatever. Now, Jetfire is the guy who's now, so it's like he was an Autobot, but now he's kind of a Decepticon. So remember, if you remember, he switched sides in the original cartoon series, so now he's kind of switching the reverse way. Love this projection of music and sound waves and stuff. Really, really cool. I like this white Blaster. It's just very interesting to me. So they're arguing about stuff. I'm not going to go details in this. I really urge you guys to find these. I'm sure it's in trade paperback. These are from Comixology. So it's definitely on digital. And I think I got these like from when it was still new, which is a while ago now. Okay, so he's getting the information that he needs here, and Blaster's gun is a very unique gun. I can always tell exactly, oh, that's Blaster's gun, right? He's reminiscing here about sort of the past, which we'll get to. Soundwave shows up wearing his like Rambo bandana, I guess. I don't know. They have a fight here. Blaster mentions in his sort of monologue that, you know, there should have always been a fight between, people were waiting for a fight between these two. Now, we did get it in Headmasters. So if you have not seen any of my Headmaster streams, I definitely urge you to go watch all of those. It's a lot to watch because there's a lot of cartoon. But Sean and I have been covering Transformers from episode 1 up into including Headmasters and through Super God Master Force. We're going to be starting Victory soon. We may have already started it by the time you've seen this video. Anyway, so he's destroying all, or he's getting the information. They're having a big fight over it. And really great banter here between them. I love the art here. It's 10 out of 10 art, or by my system, it'd be 2 out of 2, the way I do my ratings. There he is as a cassette. boom, blasts everything out. So he's able to extract the information from Soundwave, but he doesn't destroy the transmitter. That's one of the things that they're pissed off about. So he comes back, he's like, hey guys, I did it. And they're like, well, you didn't finish it. And he punches them, and Rodimus basically, they have a scuffle here. And then Rodimus just basically is about to kill him. And then we've got a flashback of his origin being this like radio host guy and not wanting to toe the line. He didn't want to just say whatever was told to him, and then he kind of gets his own gigs, and he calls them gigs and performances and that kind of a thing. So he's doing his little show here. Looks really cool. I love this. There's Soundwave. So this is all a flashback here where him and Soundwave didn't see eye to eye. There's the red cassette, which is probably Rewind. Maybe Rewind Red RR. Is that an easier way to remember it? If I'm in fact right. There's Chrome Dome. I can always tell who Chrome Dome is. He's one of my favorites. I think that's Blur. So this is a flashback, definitely, because Blur's already dead by now in this thing. So blam, there, they shot him. And Rodimus is like, yeah, don't trust these loser Autobots. And they've got his head, and then that's it. So to be continued. I absolutely love this issue. I actually was a bit sad when Blaster died. I really liked him, even the Shattered Glass version of Blaster. I think he's just a very dynamic character, and I love the idea that he can like store smaller Transformers. I think that was always the cool thing about Soundwave and Blaster. And when Blaster first appeared in toys, he didn't have that, right? They made cassettes later on. So it's kind of cool that he got them, because we always wanted to see, Rumble Frenzy, Laserbeak Ravage versus Ramhorn, Steeljaw, Eject and Rewind, and have like a super battle. Now in Headmasters, it is only the two main bots that fight to the death, and it's great. And then they get remolded as Twincast and Sound Blaster. So Soundwave takes Blaster's name and adds it to his own and becomes Sound Blaster, all in black. And of course, Twincast is a blue version of Blaster. You can actually see Blaster right there. You can see the red and yellow, very iconic. The blue one is amongst these guys as well. It's harder to see him because a lot of people are blue, but the red really stands out. So that is it, everybody. Thanks for being here for Shattered Glass issue 2. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other stuff. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Till all are one.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.